Right, let's try again, shall we? Battalion 1944, condensed ideas version. This is going to be a game, it's going to be a World War II style shooter. The guys are focused on very kind of old school core FPS tactical gameplay, stuff like Call of Duty, Medal of Honor. That's the kind of crap they like. They're working on the Unreal 4 engine. It's looking pretty nice, but let's break it down, okay? My commentary that I deleted today, let's leave that in the past. Let's try and actually make some kind of progressive statement about this game. So yes, it looks pretty impressive so far. A number of you guys on the video that I posted yesterday or the day before, which I stupidly deleted, were talking about things like, you know, it looks good, but it looks a bit clunky. Well, yeah, of course, because it's still in alpha phase. But the guys' sentiment, the people that are actually putting this together, that's the key thing that I really focus on there. Their aspiration to create, that's really where we need to focus. They're going to have at least a year to put this game together. And yes, it's going to be a kind of indie title, but look at games like Verdun. Verdun has only got a 4-man dev team, and that game is absolutely spectacular and it plays really, really well. I guess the interesting thing that we're going to have to sort of think about with this game, Battalion, is just how far they want to push it, how much detail they want to go into, because if they're just going to have a set of basic weapons and so on and some nicely designed maps, it's all very well and good, but the gameplay is going to be somewhat similar to what we have seen before. And another concern comes to mind, that's something I didn't think about when I made the previous video, is, you know, look at the community, look at the way people play now. It's very different. The communities that exist now are very different than the communities that existed that time ago when we're talking about original Call of Duties and stuff. I mean, I remember Call of Duty 4 being quite a tactical game, even in public game modes, but it changed as that game went along. So the audiences that you have nowadays are very different to the audiences that you had when these games originally came out. And so for that reason, it's going to be curious to see how well that gets adopted. The other side of things is you think, well, perhaps the game style itself will dictate the kind of people which come to the game. You may think that, but that's what I thought with Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, and look what happened there. The audience that came into the game there was very different than the core Battlefield audience that we'd had in the past. So it's going to be, I think the main thing that I would say with this game, looks nice, sentiment is nice, the concept is nice, the graphics are looking good, so there's a lot of elements here which are definitely in favour of this coming out as a good game. But ultimately, like I always say, it's going to come down to that core audience, the player base. What the players do in the game is going to largely dictate it, and the mechanics of the game are going to the mechanics of the game are going to dictate how that plays out, and that's the thing they have to get right.